What's up, boys? Hey, it's Bryson from North Carolina. First things first, January 16th, Hurricanes versus Panthers. At the Lenovo Center, there's going to be a couple of beers, tailgate beers out there, and they're going to get crushed fast in y'all's boys' honor. I'm talking 40-yard dash fast. They're going to be going down smooth, and they're going to be y'all's good luck charm. But I appreciate y'all taking the questions and everything. It's fun calling in and asking y'all questions. My question for today, survival question. Y'all team up, come up with a team answer, all three of you. You're going stranded on an island for a week. You got to take 4 items with you to survive. What are you bringing? All right.
Wow.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all keep going. You're doing a great job. All right, bye.
All right, love it, Bryson, legend.
He gets it. All right, let's go all around. We'll go Quater, Brady, you. Brady. We'll go Quater, Brady, and then me. Each say one, and then we'll have to combine on the last one. So Quater, you pick the first one.
I would say like a hatchet. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Okay, I was thinking that too.
Absolutely.
Okay, that changes everything in mine.
This reminds me of like gym class. We had to come up with certain things, or like in school.
Mm-hmm. You know, I do something like with like a collection of like water. You know, like a
water filter. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, you need a water filter. You can't bring a case of water.
I'll do a water filter. No, I'm not doing a case or jug of water. That shit runs out, man.
Bring a case of Blue Mountain.
Yeah, Ice Mountain.
Ice Mountain.
Ice Mountain with some Michelob Ultras with there. No, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a water filter.
Fuck, my brain's all over Snake River Farm steak right now, but fuck, that seems too unrealistic. I'm gonna go with stranded on an island. I mean, fuck me, like, because if you have a phone, your phone's gonna die. If you have a phone charger and no phone, what the hell is the point?
Yeah. You're thinking too new school. Think like
I know, no, but I am new school, Brady. I need like a machete. Like I want an easy way to kill some animal.
We already have a hatchet.
Yeah, but don't you want an easier way?
Hey, we also
fishing rod.
I wouldn't mind adding. Yeah, I wouldn't mind adding a fourth one, but what our roles would be if it was us three.
Okay, let's go. I'll go fishing rod. I'll go fishing rod. You went hatchet. You went water filter. Let's combine on one that we're happy with.
I'd have to think some sort of like
easy way to get food. Just think easy way to get food.
I'm thinking like
I'm thinking like tents or like a tarp or like a sleeping bag.
Sleep. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a blanket, just getting all cozy. I don't know. Sometimes you guys got to sacrifice, keep each other warm. Are we in an island, a cold island, a warm island? Like
you have to think like
we might just need like booze.
Yeah. Like Jack Sparrow, the Pirates of the Caribbean, just a little rum.
All right, I don't know. We'll go. We got fishing rod, hatchet, water filter. Fourth one, I think for safe, let's do like a fire starter or something
that like just like a flamethrower or something.
Yes, a flamethrower.
Just like an unlimited way to make a fire, like a forever, never like ending, just lighter.
Like almost like a book of like how to do things. It's like a cooking book.
Like a dummy's book, like how to survive.
Yeah, we have a dummy survival book.
That's what I would need for the fourth, because we have the fishing rod. We have our way to get food. We have our way to get water. It's like, all right, now tell me where to go.
How do we build stuff? How do we build our civilization from here on out?
There you go. Because I would have no clue. That's a great one. Love that.
All right, we'll move on to question 2 here, or voicemail 2.
Matthew Brady, hope you fellas are doing good. This is Liam calling in from New Jersey. I'll be honest, this is probably my 4th time calling because I keep stumbling my fucking words. I feel like an asshole and an idiot. Anyway, Quater, I apologize. You haven't listened to 4 of my fucking voicemails. Boys, I just want to know, what's the biggest sacrifice you had to make before going into the league? Whether that was, not going into college and going to play with the development leagues, or leaving an ex-girlfriend that you thought you were going to marry. I don't know, something along those lines. Just what's the biggest sacrifice you had to make as a professional player? But keep up the work, and good luck with the rest of the season, fellas.
I think it's a great question.
It's a great question. I'll take this one, Brady, and you can chime in or come up with your own. Give you a few seconds to come up with yours. But for me, it's like when you're at that time, whether it's like the late elementary school, the middle school, the early high school, where you're like, okay, weekend, like, let's let it rip. Let's go to the party. Let's be out late. Let's, I don't know, kind of just do what I would say like you normally do. Let's do that type of stuff. Like, there were some weekends where, the biggest parties in town, but I've got a game at 8 or 9 in the morning, so I can't do that. I've got a game that night, and then it's just, your priorities have to be set right. Obviously, you have to have a bit of both, otherwise you burn yourself out and you get so infatuated with it, and then you just run out of juice. But I think there's so much stuff that I missed in high school. I mean, I missed graduating with my high school class in Chaminade and St. Louis. Like, that's obviously something that hurt a little bit. I left. I think the easiest one is leaving my friends and my life in high school in St. Louis, sacrificing my trajectory, which we were going, to go to the USNTP, but obviously it was the best decision I've made. So, making that decision at 15 takes a lot of sacrifice, and did not have a normal high school career or high school years. It was all hockey and a little bit of school, but I'm so happy for that US program.
Oh man, I mean, you hit a lot of the stuff that I feel like we both sacrificed a lot. I mean, I could just talk about my latest sacrifice with, I wouldn't say latest, but the one where I had a really tough decision to make, and that was after I got drafted, whether I was going back to BU or I was going to sign and play in Ottawa. And at the time, we had a great team at BU that I thought could have won a national championship, or I could take that risk of signing and running the risk of not being ready to handle the NHL life and being sent to the AHL or even getting sent back to the OHL. It's whatever Ottawa had decided for me. So I think that was my last, decision, really big decision that I had to make, of weighing, the pros and cons of, all right, well, I can go back to BU, try to win a national championship, but then miss out.
So basically you're sacrificing, is what you're saying. Like, you're sacrificing what you were doing at BU and everything you built to take a chance on the NHL.
Yeah. It's kind of like the unknown. You don't know what you have in front of you. All my really good buddies are still at school, try to win a national championship with them. And then, or I could sacrifice, that to, chase my dream of being in the NHL and, trying to make my way to be, who we are today. So
how about this for sacrifice though too? How about you playing on a Friday night at BU and a Saturday night at BC? There's no slinging it with your boys at Friday night after the game. There's sacrifice. You're missing some pretty incredible nights. But.
Yeah. But the good thing about BU is we're the big dogs. So
yeah, you're the number one man on campus. Well, isn't it college hockey rule? You must win on Saturday in order to go out.
Yeah.
Isn't that
yeah?
Lose Friday, win Saturday.
Yeah, we'll take a split, boys.
Yeah. Wait, so then I have a question for you guys. Then, let's say you had that chance, Brady, you could go to the NHL. But if NIL was there when you were there, would you think that have an effect on anything? Maybe because you can grow more into your game or do things, and then you're making a little money, or is that no? The NHL is the NHL.
Yeah, looking back,
it's a great question, Quater. That's a fucking.
I know
question.
It's easy to say looking at it now versus say in that moment. How can you not be all right? I'm gonna probably make very similar to what you end up making on your rookie deal, with all the taxes, with all the dues that you have. That it's almost similar. And it's you can still play college and still be a legend, but that's probably would be a lot harder if I was that age of making that decision. Where now, looking back at it, I think that was just the best decision for me, just to get my career started. And I wouldn't have met some amazing people if I didn't sign that first year. And when you make decisions like that, I feel like they all happen. That decision happens for a reason. And I don't want to get all philosophical and stuff like that, but whenever you do make a decision like that, it's it's the right decision to make in that time. So just got to trust your gut.
Do you know what's a great point on that though, Quitter, that I really want to bring up? It's like, so the reason why I wouldn't go back for me, and I'm gonna play both sides of it here, but say I'm in that situation, like I'm signing because the NHL is the NHL, and like that's all I've wanted since I was a little kid. But when you think about it, when it comes to like burning a year or whatever, like you could make, I don't know what the money is in NIL and hockey. I'm sure it'll get better, but say it's a little bit less than your entry level deal, your entry level like contract. You can still go back to college, make that money, and then still play at the end of the year and burn that first year. So like you're still burning. You're still playing the year, but you're only playing 5 games versus the 82. So like that's where you got to like realize, like that's where I think college teams have the advantage of keeping more players now with the NIL, because yes, you're still going to make some money and you're also going to stay and burn the year at the end of the year. So it's kind of like that weird. It's weird to me, but
yeah, because like Cale McCarr did that. Like, didn't he lose? He lost national championship, then went out and played in playoffs. Ryan Leonard just did it. Yeah.
Clayton Keller. I mean, all these guys, like they play their year and then they come to the NHL, and I think the second they play one game, don't they burn the year? I don't know the exact rules, but it's an interesting topic. I'd love to talk about this more.
All right. Moving on.
What's going on, fellas? This is Liam from New Jersey. First, want to congrats you guys on making the U.S. Olympic roster.
New Jersey.
You guys both worked so hard, and it really shows. Congratulations, fellas. What I want to know is, in the off season, obviously, once the season's done, once you guys have finished the plots and whatnot, what's the go-to cheat meal? Like something that you're ready to get back into, whether it's diving into a large pie or a juicy burger, or even just a brew, crack one open with your dad or whatever. You know, what's the cheat meal after the season ends? Congratulations, boys, again, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Brady, I can hit you with this one. I think it's just a lot of carbs, because I'm not a huge carb guy, so it's liquid carbs, obviously. And then when you get the liquid carbs going, then you get the wings going, then you get the pizza going. Yeah. But what I notice my biggest difference is when the season's over, those first 2 weeks, I am hammering breakfast. And I'm talking a waffle. I'm talking fucking bacon. I'm talking it all. I'm talking chocolate chip pancakes. Like, you get that into that rhythm a little bit, and then you're like, holy shit, I feel terrible. I got to hop in the steamer. That is literally my first 2 weeks. Maybe a breakfast sandwich at the golf course. The stuff you wouldn't have, but it's mainly a carbo load.
Yeah, that's a tricky part of the year.
I mean, after Brady's performance at MSG, I don't know if he, cheat meals, he does that every other week.
Yeah.
Brady, what's your healthy meal?
Yeah, a salad, pure Vita smoothie. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, it's to the point of like 2 weeks of it, and then you want to get back in the gym because you're disgusted with how you feel, and you look in the mirror and be like, oh boy, get back in the gym. That's where the cold tub start. I just get right into the cold tub, let that natural burn happen. But I'm definitely more attacking it.
Also,
there's so many good options. Like, how can you pass up like chocolate chip cookies out of the oven? But I have them now.
Is there like a spot like you're like, hey, I'm going here and getting like this sandwich because I've waited, or like, is there like a place in mind you guys have?
A hot dog from Old Warson is special.
Golf course in St. Louis is special. Yeah. Normally that's like, because we're golfing right after the year, and our cheat meals are the smash burgers or the hot dogs there. That is, yeah. I'm gonna throw it one for you. I don't do this often, but when I like am picturing this in my mind right now. One year we were in, where was I right after? Maybe Dallas, maybe somewhere. I can't remember where exactly it was. And I went to Potbelly and I got an Oreo shake. And I hammered the fucking shit out of that. It was so good. So that was a good little cheat meal, maybe like a smoothie or a shake or something like that. But I also want to get this point out there to Liam and to everybody listening. I've noticed that like later into my career, which is also like the way the game's kind of changing a little bit, that 2 weeks has really turned into like 5 days. So you have like that like before it was, the month, and then it was 3 weeks, then it was 2 weeks. Now it's like you're really not doing anything for like 5 days to a week, and then you feel so brutal about yourself for that you're behind, and then you're back in the gym doing. And you
just get bored,
but then you start to dial it in a bit. But there's really only a week, so that's a great question, though, Liam.
All righty, last question. This could be an all timer here, fellas. So here we go.
All right, cuzzies, I'm back. I got a serious question for you this time, and I need to know. I'm going to lay it out for you here, all right? I'm going to be real with you. I do it myself, but I want to hear what you have to say. It's the middle of the night. You wake up. You got to piss hard, like real hard. You walk down the hallway. You get to the bathroom. Are you standing up to take a leak in the middle of the night, or are you going to sit down and enjoy that piss? Get back at me, cuzzies. Love you.
What a question.
Like when I heard it, I think the way he sets it up is unbelievable.
He's a storyteller. It's unbelievable. I'll be quick. I'll be quick. I'm standing up with the hands on the wall. For a little support.
Dude, we're too much alike. I think I do arm and forehead sometimes.
Balancing, like trying to tripod over there.
My eyes are shut the whole time too, and and I get to the point where I'm like, all right, am I hitting water? I'm like, all right, am I hitting that's the hard part. That's why I go like one hand, because sometimes I need like the hand on it to control. Like I need it's almost like a, safety control. Because if I just go two hands on the wall, like I could be spraying it all over the place. Like I don't have the motor control at that time in the middle of the night. So I like the left hand up or whatever with a little guidance. I'm trying to think
from the other one.
I think I'm a right guy, and I just hold on. Like maybe I go fist, and then just the forehead like on my hand against the wall. God, that's a great question.
But let's just get it out. No sitting. Not in the middle.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Great question, though.
All righty, that's all we got. But if people keep submitting them. We love the questions. Again, the number is 310-896-5568. Leave a voicemail, please. We love it.